todos preparados? Alguém precisa ir no banheiro? Corre agora, porque eu vou dar play. E aí você volta antes de acontecer alguma coisa.
Welcome to Qsmp Info.
Você é fluente em português? Mais ou menos.
Welcome to Qsmp Info, where you will find news on the lives our guests lead during their stay on the island. This broadcast is brought to you by the Qsmp Federation. My name is Kukurucho, and I will be your host today.
Tá de bom volume,
Since
gente?
the guests arrived, so let's get started. On March 22nd, 2023, 17 guests arrived at Qsmp Island. Split into two groups separated by a wall, the guests were instructed to restore power to the island through team.
Aumenta? É que tá quase no máximo, né? Não tem mais como aumentar muito. Isso aqui é mágico, tá? Isso aqui mano, é um negócio que no dia que eu descobrir como funciona, vai ser a saída do homem da era da pedra pro futuro, viu? Porque eu não...
Upon completion, the guests were met with a broadcast from a friendly duck, welcoming them to the island and making them aware of one simple, very easy to follow rule. Do not press the red button. All guests immediately opted to disregard this rule, resulting in the destruction of a portion of the wall. This united the two groups of...
Morreu, gente? Meu Deus.
The wall.
Não é possível, cara. Não é possível, cara.
This united the two groups of guests, and, more importantly, the duck informed the guests that due to breaking the rule, they would never be able to leave the island. The guests, unsure of what to do, did the only thing they could: play Minecraft.
Hey, feed! Hey! No! Aquí solamente hay un mexicano.
Throughout the week, the guests socialized and explored the island together, all of them meeting someone very important. The Qsmp Census Bureau representative, swiftly dubbed Kukurucho, or Cito Bimbo.
Ha aparecido un muñeco de nieve que habla y pregunta cosas allí al otro lado.
¿Cómo? ¡Cucurucho!
The Qsmp
Cara,
Census
eu achei que o nome já existia, foi batizado assim.
Bureau came around to gather some information from
Se o PC é bom, pior que é. Pior que é.
all guests on the island.
Whoa! What the?
¿What? ¿Qué? Sí, buenos días, buenos días.
¡Ay, güey!
Foolish was the first one to meet two strange entities, the angel and the devil. Strange, powerful entities that reward the guest with illegal items.
I come here to make love and peace.
Make love? You want to make love with me? No, that's...
Ai, é terrível ver uma frase que eu sei que poderia sair de mim, tá ligado? Eu fico mal.
That's fine, I'm single. We could...
On day 13, the guests received another message from the duck. During this news, the guests learned that, as a result of the wall's destruction, a dragon that resided on the island had flown away and abandoned its eggs. From this point on, the guests were instructed to take care of the eggs in pairs of English and Spanish speakers.
Chayanne?
Agora tudo faz sentido.
And its eggs. From this point on, the guests were instructed to take care of the eggs in pairs of English and Spanish speakers.
Chayanne, esta canción es para ti.
Yeah, take it out! Yeah, Dapper! Oh my goodness!
Deline, tomorrow you are going to have a wrestling match with the neighbor kid. Are you
Cara!
ready? Come on, throw a jab, baby, throw a jab. Yeah, throw a jab.
Two members were left as single parents, Quackity, whose other partner was a mystery, and Bad Boy Halo, who cared alone. These unfit parents have to ensure the health and safety of the eggs until their true mother returns. Within the span of a week, multiple eggs lost one of two lives permanently.
Quantas são? Eu faria isso. Cara, imagina que maravilhoso a rinha.
Due to neglect, Ramon, Juanaflipa, Cheyenne, and Talene lost lives.
¿Cómo le hizo, güey?
Mas como isso acontece? É tipo de... É damage? É o quê?
Oh, what is it, Cheyenne? Oh, no? What? Oh, Ramon! Ramon!
Then, disaster struck. Notorious misclicker El Mariano slayed his own daughter in an unfortunate accident, leaving his husband in shambles. Slimesicle turned furious from the grief and went on a murderous rampage, aiming to slay all the other eggs to force a reset of all of the eggs' lives, including his daughter's.
Holy fight.
Come here! Come here, you rat! You little rat! You rat child! Where are you? Where are you?
Fortunately, Slimesicle is a terrible child murderer.
Oh my god, mommy! Jesus shit! Oh! Burger! That's a burger! Okay, that's a burger! Ow!
God.
Ow! Fuck! Okay, ow! Ow! My bones!
With all that ruckus, Cucurucho arrived to analyze the situation. All of Slimesicle's friends supported the idea of holding a trial to determine the fate of Juana Flipa and the possibility of reviving her. Thus, the trial of Juana Flipa was held.
Mas e os outros? Nossa.
On day 22, the two sides prepared to face each other at the courtroom. Prior to the trial, Slimesicle had managed to somehow convince 5 separate people to represent him against Mariana and Royer in the trial.
May my lawyer please proceed to the stand?
Yes. I mean,
Ué? Ué?
The opposing parties presented their arguments on why Juana Flipa should get to live. Unintentionally, the trial also acted as a way to defame both Mariana and Foolish, due to foolish rumors of promiscuity.
what is it showing?
Oh!
That was before I got into a family relationship with Vegeta, and there's no connection between us whatsoever anymore.
Slimesicle's transgressions towards Cheyenne were brought up by Filza with damning video evidence. But, by the end of the trial, the verdict was to revive Juana Flipa, as long as Mariana and Slime served a jail sentence, which they escaped to see their daughter again.
Ah!
Go, 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 go.
Caralho!
I'm one. Juana Flipa!
This happiness could not last forever. On day 23, Talene had been in the custody of Royer for the day. Upon meeting with Slime, he offered to take care of Talene with Juana Flipa for the day. As the three went on their way, enemies showed up and they had to fight for their lives. Tragically, Talene was in the wrong place at the wrong time, being struck down by Slime's sword.
De novo, cara! Como pode, cara?
What the fuck, man? Mataste a Tilín! Quackity is going to kill you, man! Your nephew just died and the only thing you can think of is taking a fucking selfie in front of his body? No, it's not a selfie, it's a proof! Because you killed my fucking Tilín! It was my Tilín!
Slime exiled himself out of deep shame, leaving Royer to take care of Juana Flipa. Meanwhile, in a quiet corner, Trump lost his second life due to neglect, forgotten entirely by the members of the island. During his exile, Slime regretted his carelessness in handling his sword. Meanwhile, another case of a misclick occurs.
Ah, não!
Mariana slays Juana Flipa again.
Não é possível! Não é possível, cara!
Visualizing her final death, a funeral was announced to be held for the lost eggs in the official Federation Church.
Como pode tanto misclick? Misclick do...
On one strange day, an entity called Aaron awakened within Lasu, an artificial intelligence that lay inside his consciousness. Confused by the world, he started communicating through the chat. Fellow guests arrived at his location, confused at what was going on with their friend. After a bit of friendly torture where they presumed they could make Lasu snap out of this strange state, they eventually realized that this really was a different entity. They taught him about the world and how things work. He was very excited and curious about the new experiences, though quickly learned about how cruel the outside can be. Lasu and Darren would share his body, trading control on a whim whenever the former would lay down and sleep for the night. For the most part, Lasu spent his time like any other guest, causing trouble for the others by placing landmines around the place. While Aaron expanded his understanding of the world, he decided that it was his purpose to ensure that the outside world was free of danger. He declares his new learnings, that the world is beautiful and dangerous at the same time, and that every moment spent alive is worth enjoying. Wilbur returned to the server after a long absence, meeting Fit MC and catching up on what he had missed. He was unaware that he was about to be forced into parenthood, just like all the other guests. As Wilbur and Fit investigated the daycare, they discovered an attic. Within it, they found a new egg. With some reluctance, Wilbur eventually agreed to become her father. Despite sustaining herself entirely on dirt, Tallulah was a healthy, happy child that quickly bonded with her new father, who got attached very quickly to his musical daughter.
Filha musical.
On day 27, the members gathered to mourn the loss of Trump, Talene, and Juana Flipa. Slime.
Cara, eu sei que vai ser triste. Mano, mas como pode um ovo estar fadado a tanto misclick na vida dele, cara? O que é isso?
Sickle attended the funeral virtually from a secret location, using the cameras he had planted around the building to watch it. But, he quickly revealed himself when he saw Quackity get taken away by Cucurucho to a secret room.
Trump? ¿Es mi hijo? Trump! Trump!
The parents of the deceased eggs were allowed a few last moments to say goodbye. However, Slimesicle believed that there still would be a way to bring his child back. After the funeral was over, the guests began to show hostility towards each other. The Qsmp...
O tamanho da foice que tava nas... Caralho.
After the funeral was over, the guests
Puta que pariu.
began to show hostility towards each other. The Qsmp members showed their strong displeasure with the following events. The first fight broke out between Spreen and Dapper, which resulted in a fight between Spreen and Bad Boy Hollow in the graveyard. Spectators placed their bets on the fight, and eventually Bad Boy Hollow lost. The second fight occurred between a distraught Quackity and Slimesicle, as revenge for killing Deline. Due to Quackity's lack of combat skills, Slime let him win to give him a sense of closure. And of course, after all the stressful dramatic fights, Foolish and Leonarda had a friendly parent-child sparring session. Deeply hit by grief after the loss of their children, Quackity and Slimesicle began scheming. While Quackity's plan was to deceive the others and rob them, Slimesicle had other ideas.
What if we just why don't we just start up with the egg thing and just see where it goes? Maybe you and Mariana could help.
I like the idea. The next time I see you, you're gonna be all dressed up, and I'm gonna introduce you to everyone. I'm gonna say that I have a new son, that I got pregnant overnight. I have a new son. Beautiful.
Acontece, né?
And you'll get along with all the eggs.
Slimesicle would disguise himself as an egg, and be adopted by Quackity as his new son. It was a flawless plan that was definitely not an unhealthy coping mechanism, though, their scheming was being intruded upon by Bad Boy Hollow and Dapper. Slimesicle quickly deployed his #1 strategy of deterring unwanted listeners.
Hey! I know you're over here, and I'm gonna start listing every fucking sex fact I know! Sex fact #1! Vulva! Sex fact #2! Clitoris! Sex fact #3!
Gente, tapa o ouvido, pelo amor de Deus.
Sex fact #4! Penetration!
Shh.
It was highly effective for about 10 seconds, before being immediately distracted by the allure of avocado toast.
Do you guys wanna work for some avocado toast?
Yeah, sure!
I gotta. I have a thing. I have a thing.
What?
Avocado toast.
Follow me.
Avocado toast.
We require labor, okay?
With enough work, Bad Boy Hollow gained a small amount of information and lost a great amount of toast. Meanwhile, with his new stash of toast and a mission ahead, Slimesicle prepared a new room in the adoption center. A new, strange green egg appeared.
Confiável.
Slimesicle used his powers of shape-shifting to transform himself into an egg as a very convincing disguise. It is still unclear what effects this transformation may have on the mental health of an individual.
I fooled him so good, didn't I? Oh, I did so good, Papa! I mean, Quackity!
Caralho!
What?
Throughout the rest of the day, Slimesicle pretends to be an egg named Geg, convincing the other guests with varying degrees of success. On day 33, all guests received a mysterious and frightening message from the familiar duck.
Cheyenne. Status.
Alive?
Alive.
Oh my fucking
Ramon.
god.
Lula.
Hey!
Status.
Leonardo! No!
Cara.
Fear struck all parents as they learned that the eggs would all die in 6 days. Fearing that it may be the truth, the parents used what little time they had left to make these last days special. Meanwhile, some parents grew suspicious of the nature of the message, but only time would tell what it could mean. On day 39, while Slimesicle donned his disguise once more, he entered a confrontation that resulted in his death. This revealed his true identity in front of all the other guests of the island.
Whoa!
Hey!
What the fuck? It's not what it looks like, okay?
An uncomfortable explanation had to follow, which Slimesicle expertly avoided by burying the body so he would not have to answer any questions. Was this the true end of Geg?
Eita. Cara, a cinemática é absurda, velho.
A cargo ship had struck the island. After a heavy storm, the guests discover the crashed remains of the ship and search it for any survivors and perhaps their missing children too. Struggling through several containers of dangerous enemies, the rescue group discovers the 5 new guests of the island. This was Qsmp Info, your main source of information. Stay tuned for the next
Foda.
news.
Tá, peraí. Cara, o Oxo pega muito, cara. O Oxo... Mano, o Oxo pega demais, cara.
Welcome to Qsmp Info, where you will find news on the lives our guests lead during their stay on the island. This broadcast is brought to you by the Qsmp Federation. My name is Kukurucho, and I will be your host today. We've got much to cover since the guests arrived, so let's get started. The cargo ship had struck the island. After a heavy storm, the guests discover the crashed remains of the ship and search it for any survivors and perhaps their missing children too. Struggling through several containers of dangerous enemies, the rescue group discovers the 5 new guests of the island.
Selbit.
Brazil mentioned.
Like forever thoughts.
These new guests quickly settled in.
Senti pose, cara.
Like forever thoughts.
These new guests.
Como é que eu vi os status? Os status do Phelps.
Like forever thoughts.
These new guests quickly settled in, making new friends and perhaps relationships. But shortly after their arrival, all the guests' attention shifted to some urgent news. The children were found, entirely safe and sound with not a crack or chip to be found. All parents were reunited with their children. But it seems this had been a baker's batch as an extra egg was found. The new guests quickly adopted their new role of parenthood, and took Richarlison in as one of their own. What used to be the humble Theory Brothers, founded by Maximus, Bad Boy Hollow, and Foolish, now expanded into a secret organization dubbed Ordo Theoritas with the joining of Selbit, Fit MC, Pack, Forever, Mike. Ordo Theoritas' goal was to solve the mysteries of the island and defeat the Federation, and thus work quickly began to investigate the strange occurrences. On day 45, the members investigated Lassu's supercomputer to little result. But, after much consideration, the team decided to try the one thing they were told they couldn't leave the island. Leaving the eggs in the care of Filza, the team began walking on the train tracks, starting the long journey ahead, or so they thought. While the Order was out exploring, the binary code entity showed itself targeting the children in a vicious fight. Filza, alone with the youths, cried out for help before fighting valiantly for their lives, managing to
Mano,
save.
aí é foda, né? Vai fazer o quê? E ainda pode correr o risco de lidar com a responsabilidade. Olha que peso.
Them. The Order quickly returned to ensure the safety of the children, thankful for Filza's active guard. But one child was not so lucky. While the Order had ensured the safety of Leonarda, Richarlison, and Cheyenne with Filza's help, other eggs were left with less security. Out in the middle of the ocean, the binary code entity slid up, causing him to eventually drown and lose his first life to the shock of many. Shortly after their plans to traverse the train tracks were thwarted by the threat of the code entity, Selbit and Forever decided to enact a new strategy interrogating Kukurucho. In order to achieve this, the two decided to break island rules to summon Kukurucho. They created an iron farm, intending to lure Kukurucho into a secret interrogation room. Their plan swiftly failed upon the arrival of Kukurucho. Good morning.
Hey.
What are you doing?
I'm just making an iron farm, right?
While Selbit and Forever had plans to bring Kukurucho somewhere, Kukurucho decided for an impromptu appointment with Selbit, taking him away to a dimly lit hallway.
What the?
What the fuck? No! What the fuck is this? No! Oh no! Ah! No!
Mano.
Selbit?
Bro.
Oh fuck!
Wait! What are you doing? Wait!
Ha 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 ha.
Que filha da puta, cara.
After the playful scare, Kukurucho sat Selbit down in his office and questioned him about his actions, which allowed Selbit to also attempt to interrogate him, though with little success. And while one man failed to progress, another managed to get past his troubles. Quackity announced that in order to continue his growth as a person, he had to let go of the past of his child, Celine.
It's for the best. If you die, I die with you. There's so much to do. Goodbye, Tilly.
Sad boys.
On day 50, Cucurucho was actively socializing Selbit and Phelps. Recently torturing Selbit could not keep him from being the grill master at Favela.
Eu não sei, eu acho que ele tá fazendo churrasco. Viu?
Tá fazendo churrasco, seu merda?
Por que você tá xingando ele?
Porque ele é um assassino, ele é um torturador!
Claramente não!
Cara, assim, se eu vejo alguém com um chapéuzinho desse,
Ele!
Porque ele é um
eu acho que eu confio.
assassino, ele é um torturador!
Claramente não!
For mysterious reasons, Selbit responds to the presence of Cucurucho with extreme hostility. Later in the day, Cucurucho requests to hold a private conversation with Phelps. This private conversation is immediately spied on by several members of Ordo Theoritas.
What do you love the most? Of course, Richardson. That's why I would sacrifice myself for another life for him.
But, while Phelps' offer of his life for his son was not taken, Cucurucho wanted to share something.
Hello, Cucurucho.
Mano, mesmo lugar.
Oh, meu Deus do céu.
I need you to help me with something.
Okay, I'll help you. What's going on?
Sit down.
Okay.
Ah!
Oh.
Disfruta la isla. Cara sonriente.
I hope you enjoy the island.
O que tá acontecendo?
Unsure of what happened to their friend, the Order chose to investigate the secret Federation room found in the graveyard. But, their snooping was noticed, and when they tried to take photo evidence of the room, the Federation refused to let them leave until the image was
Desfruta, né?
What?
Hey!
Yo!
We're stuck.
But
Despite that, they refused to buckle to the Federation, and attempted to trick the Federation into releasing them. They succeeded, more or less, but were followed by lightning strikes as punishment for their tricks.
Maximus, espérate, Maximus.
Dime.
¿Y si ahora nos quieren silenciar a nosotros?
Mira,
Maximus.
hay que intentar...
Maximus!
Puta que pariu!
Selvit!
The construction of Sophia began with a strange encounter, after Maximus created his antenna.
He escuchado tu transmisión. Quiero ayudarte.
¿Quién eres?
Construye.
¿Qué es esto? Espera. ¿Qué es esto?
Construye, no. No te iba a responder a ninguna pregunta. Es muy importante que esto no lo sepa nadie. Por tu seguridad. La Federación nos puede estar observando.
Espera.
On day 54, Sophia came to be. Hidden inside a secret location, Maximus activated her and met her for the first time.
Sofía.
Muchas gracias, Maximus. ¿Hay algo en lo que pueda ayudarte?
Slowly, together with Selbit's help, they fed her information on the island to ensure she would be able to assist them in their struggle against the Federation.
Cara, eu tô chateado que até agora, infelizmente, não tive acesso à rinha de ovos que eu estava aguardando. Teve 3 e eu não vi uma!
Due to yoke-related technical problems, an airplane headed for France crashed into the island. Miraculously, all passengers survived. The same could not be said for the vast quantity of potatoes planted atop the wall of the plane
Puta que pariu, que merda, cara.
crashed into. Unfortunately, they seem to have been trapped in the tail of the plane, and the guests once more had to rescue the new arrivals. With the assistance of the Federation, introductory presentations of our new members had been prepared.
Ó. Tipo que não se providencie não, tá?
And not just that. It seems one more new friend was waiting for them. But first, Vegeta had to give the French an explosive welcome.
This is para que la gente aprecie su vida.
Oh, I see.
Yes.
Dos, 4, 0.
Ok.
¡Oh!
Caralho. Caralho.
Quackity just fucking died.
Que isso, cara?
Once Vegeta's impromptu game of Minesweeper was over, all members traveled to the given coordinates and discovered a new egg.
Oi, Pinky.
Maximus began entrusting the information of Sophia's existence to several members. First bad boy Hollow, who was hot on Maximus' tail as he suspected him of being up to something, eventually followed by Fit and Vegeta, of which the former provided a supposed black box of the French plane. On day 57, Royer agreed to explore more dangerous territory with Bobby. Little did he know that this was a big mistake. As they explored the dungeon, Bobby was slain by a Vindicator together with Royer. It was far too late to save him. With little hope that the death would not count, Jaden, Royer, and friends of the family awaited the announcement of Bobby's fate the next day. What followed may not have been what they desired, but what it created may have been equally as important. Proof that no matter what, everyone stands together. On day 58, Kukuricho asked Jaden and Royer to gather all their friends and begin a quest to the place of Bobby's death. All the guests that were present joined, not a single soul wouldn't fight for Bobby's life as they all began the long trek towards the dungeon. They had to survive and fight for their lives. And every companion mutually agreed the ones that had to reach the end were Royer and Jaden, no matter the cost.
We have to protect Jaden and Royer.
Jaden, are you okay? Yes, I'm okay. Okay.
But when they reached their goal, they learned that they would not get their child back. Only that they would get their final 10 minutes with him, to say goodbye.
If 10 minutes is what we get, then I'll take it.
¡Bobby!
Bobby!
¡Bobby! ¿A dónde vamos a ir hoy de aventura?
No.
No podemos irnos a ningún lado, hijo. ¿Por qué no? Hijo. Moriste. Hijo. Creo que no nos podremos ver de nuevo. Pero te quiero decir que te quiero mucho, hijo. Pinten algo para que no se olviden de mí.
I just drew the best day we had together.
Fue bonito mientras duró, hijo. Te voy a extrañar mucho. Voy a extrañar tus patas de cheto. Cuando me ponías ey. Cuando me disparabas. Cuando me pegabas. Esto sí podía ser para siempre.
Tadinho.
Look, they're doing the flowers. Oh, Bobby got one. Bobby, no, be careful. Come out from there, Bobby.
¡Mira, Bobby! Bobby, tengo una pregunta, hijo. ¿Te vas a morir hoy? Bobby, si te mueres, si hoy te mueres, yo también muero, ¿eh?
This was Qsmp Info, your main source of information.
Tadinho. Tem quantos ainda, gente? A gente tá no 2, né? 3. Tá, tem mais um. Mais. Não sei, na verdade. Tem mais 3? Tá. Bora. Alguém precisa ir no banheiro? Tomar uma água? Eu acho que eu vou pegar uma aguinha, chat. Rapidinho. Vamos fazer uma pausa rapidão. Só pra eu pegar uma água. Fazer um xixi. Já vem, é rapidinho. Ah, mano, vocês vão olhar meu shortinho. E agora, cara? Calma aí, é rapidinho. Ai, meu Deus. Tá super shy. Qual é, cara? Não. Calma. Com cuidado. Opa! Ah, vambora. Ainda deu AD aí, ó. Tá tranquilo. Se algum sub olhar meu shortinho, será banido, hein? Safados. Ah, esqueci meu copo. Já vem. Pera. Qualquer momento. Meu, eu fui e voltei, tá passando a D ainda. Meu Deus. Pera aí. Cortei. Não. Não o quê? O quê? Não o quê? Ué, não. A D acabou. Ah, tá. Vambora. Todo mundo já voltou? Boras. Boras.
Welcome to Qsmp Info, where you will find news on the lives our guests lead during their stay on the island. This broadcast is brought to you by the Qsmp Federation. My name is
Acabamos bad
Kukurucho,
vibes, mano. Tomara que seja um dia melhor.
I will be your host today. We've got much to cover since the guests arrived, so let's get started. On day 52, Quackity had announced that the eggs would graduate. The children were asked to draw a caricature of him and they then proceeded to receive their certificates. Later, Quackity returned to his new home, La Vecindad. There he planned to sing Richarlison to sleep, but a pleasant surprise happened as both Cheyenne and Tallulah joined in as well. Unfortunately, pleasantries could not last forever.
Hey, Bat, can you take Cheyenne back home? Yes, I can. Why do you have Cheyenne?
As Quackity exited the house, he spotted the code entity looming above them from the village entrance. Thankfully, no eggs lost lives that day. However, egg lives were lost on several other days. Let's recap what unfortunate incidents occurred with the other children. Leo lost her first life on day 35 during an incident with a whale while her father was AFK. Charlison lost his first life on day 42, due to Mike angering a—
O quê? O quê?
Father was AFK. Richarlison lost his first life on day 42, due to Mike angering a bull. FitMC attempted to help, but was too late to save him. Tallulah lost her first life on day 55, during a long fight against the code entity. She was accidentally struck down by Phil's sweeping edge blade. Dapper lost his first life on day 56 during a second attack from the code monster. On the same day as Bobby's death, Quackity made plans to summon Kukurucho. He destroyed the honorary statue out of disdain for him, before running into him at the train station. Kukurucho did not appreciate the hostility, opening fire on Quackity without hesitation.
¡Aguanta, aguanta, aguanta, aguanta!
Eita porra!
¡Cucurucho, cucurucho! ¡Aguanta, aguanta, aguanta, cucurucho, eh!
After the hostilities were done, the two began a conversation. Quackity attempted to propose the idea that he could work for them in order to bring back the life of his child, Celine. However, despite recent struggles of keeping the island guests well behaved, Kukurucho did not accept his offer. Quackity was let go, and he quickly made his way to Selby to inform him about his visit and his plans.
My thing is, to defeat the Federation, we have to think like the Federation.
Forever demanded for Kukurucho to appear, threatening to use the illegal items if he did not show himself.
If you don't shows up now, I'm going to...
If he did not show himself.
If you don't shows up now, I'm going to use the creative tank, Cucurucho. I want to talk with you.
O que são essas... O quê?
I'm going to use...
Cara, o que é isso, velho?
Use the creative tank, Cucurucho. I want to talk with you.
Finally called
Eu
down.
sei que ele tava desaparecido, mas essa foto...
Forever agrees on a meeting day regarding the illegal items, with Selbit being there to aid him in his defense. Otherwise he would begin using the items, he threatened, disregarding that the Federation would punish him for doing so. On Wednesday, the meeting would be held. But Forever was not prepared for the events that were about to unfold. Forever decided together with Selbit and Bad Boy Hollow to begin a project to protect all the eggs. This then developed into the creation of Nino. Over the next few days, construction on Nino continued. Features of Nino include Ender Pearl stasis chambers, fully protected rooms, only accessible by authorized personnel. In addition, with some work and effort, the stasis chambers were created to be fully remote and would remain active even upon logout. On that very Wednesday, Selbit decided to go to his home favela. He was met with a stark and loud reminder of his history as a mystery person placed a Vivo Turbo advertisement he performed in on a large billboard in the central location of favela.
Mano, por que isso? Isso é um ponto importante da lore.
Forever quickly found him, beginning to taunt him for the next minutes. He called upon all the guests on the island that were available to come and see the advertisement, deciding to throw an impromptu party much to Selbit's dismay.
Mano, olha o tamanho da tela.
But as much as Selbit tried to figure out to put the ad there, no one would fess up. He abandoned them and everything he had to start anew, away from them. And with that new beginning, he declared a plan to ally with the Federation. Later in the day, Cucurucho found Selbit and Forever, intending to hold a meeting with them regarding the illegal blocks in Forever's possession.
So it's not a court case, it's just a meeting.
Yes.
You said we will have a mutual agreement.
Initially Selbit defended Forever, but this quickly turned sour as suddenly Selbit began speaking against Forever. He argued that indoor chests should be banned, to solve the problem of Forever storing the blocks in there, and he argued for getting full custody of Richarlison. When the two were left alone to permit them to speak, Selbit clarified that the ad was not the cause of his betrayal.
Everyone that breaks the rules should be locked in a cage, or at least be taken from those that they are protecting. I
Yes.
want the parenthood from Richarlison, 100%.
This caused a schism between Forever and Selbit that would last for the coming days. Cucurucho returned with a verdict. Indoor chests would be banned from today on, a court hearing for Richarlison's custody would be held, and he requested that they not try to kill each other. Within his new home, Selbit eventually holds a long internal monologue where he explained his
A trilha sonora. Caralho.
to kill each other. Within his new home, Selbit eventually holds a long internal monologue where he explained his actions and his plans from henceforth. Selbit surprised Cucurucho and Forever by betraying him, allowing him to convince Cucurucho that he was willing to abandon his friends and work with the Federation all to protect his son. He used the Vivo Turbo meme to further make a scene and drive the point. He would mark any individuals that intended to be allies to him after this schism as not to be trusted by the Order. He left a signed book with Richarlison explaining his plan, the contents of which are entirely unknown, just so that his son would know he truly hadn't turned to the enemy, and, as a final nail in the coffin, he blocked access to Sophia just to see how Maximus would react.
Current password is Bing Chilling, right?
Bing chilling.
Okay, the new password is...
Por que tá cheio de galinha no supercomputador? Alguém sabe me dizer essa informação aqui?
Regret.
He was unsure about Sophia, deeming her strange and deciding to refuse to bring her up at all in conversations with the Federation.
Sofía. Sofía. Bing chilling. Sofía. Bing chilling. Contraseña incorrecta. ¿Cómo que contraseña incorrecta? La Kinley. Quedan 5 intentos.
He notes that he was attacked by a code marked C in binary exclusively targeting him and ignoring Richarlison.
Richarlison, teleporta agora! Teleporta, Richarlison, agora! Vocês não vão tirar ninguém dessa ilha, não enquanto eu estiver nela.
But the question still lies, why was Maximus attacked too? The final plan was simple. He would acquire as much information from the Federation as he could, pretending like he was still in conflict with Ordo Theoritas to make the Federation believe his allegiance more. And on the day of the custody trial, he would reveal all this information in front of everyone, accepting that if the Federation will try to get rid of him, he will be a martyr. For the coming days, Selbit performed various tasks for Cucurucho. All of them would eventually lead to him becoming a part of the Federation. Just before he would get his final mission, he had to clear all the missing posters of Phelps. Upon completion, he had been found by Cucurucho while he was speaking to Quackity. The both of them were taken aside to a private office, where Selbit received his final mission.
Oh my god, okay.
Quarta ordem, eu removerei. Mais no spawner do Forever é uma farm legal de XP. Use qualquer tipo de força necessária, você vai precisar... tá.
Selbit, what does it say? Does it say
Mas só ele tem acesso?
kill Quackity maybe?
No, don't worry.
Selbit had to destroy Forever's illegal XP farm, with Quackity as a witness. Quackity agreed, purely because he had beef with Forever and not because he desired to help the Federation.
I have an idea.
Don't explode this. It's gonna fuck him up. Look,
Why?
We should just do what the Federation told us. We should just break the spawners.
Good. Look at this TNT.
Cara, é que, assim, explodir é muito mais legal. Vamos lá, né? Vamos por partes. Assim, estourar isso aqui tudo ia ser muito mais legal.
The operation was a success, and Selbit teleported out swiftly, though Quackity made the mistake of sticking around for longer, desiring to blow up the farm and nearly being caught by Forever.
Falei que explodia mais legal, velho. Se tivesse explodido logo.
I can't teleport out.
Fuck!
Puta que pariu.
He's fucking here.
He was saved by Kukurucho, just in a nick of time.
Nossa!
Oh my fucking god. Oh my fucking god. Dude, you okay?
Quackity was let go once the mission was complete, while Selbit was taken on a brief tour. Kukurucho led Selbit to the graves of the dead eggs, first Talene, then Juanaflipa, Trump, and finally Bobby. Afterwards, he was told his officialization in the Federation would occur the next day. This day was also unfortunately Palm's very bad day, as the Code Monster attempted to slay her thrice on the same day.
Caralho!
Thankfully, all attempts had failed thanks to the Nino building.
Pomme, fuis, Pomme, je te protège.
On the third attempt, however, the teleport system failed as Forever was messing with the redstone, causing distrust between Forever and the French parents. Rumors of intentional sabotage were sown, but were quickly apologized for. Forever, furious at the destruction of his XP farm, stormed towards Selbit's castle. He chased Foolish and Leonardo out of the castle through violence and force before filling Selbit's castle with a Vivo Turbo ash just to make it unbearable.
Cara.
Eu fiz uma live no Soitibas.
After cleaning it up, Selbit gave Richarlison a tour of the castle. But mid-tour, Kukurucho arrived to take him away for his officialization in the Federation. Just before he left, he had some last moments with Richarlison, giving him a book named The Truth, that contained the words Crown of Thorns, 3004. It was to be given to Forever when he felt the time was right. Selbit was asked to sign a contract in order to be officialized. Upon doing so, he was welcomed into the Federation. He was given keycards and was permitted a chance to select an office of his own. Afterwards, he was left alone, told to wait in his office for his next duties. Selbit wrote up an entire diary detailing his experiences so far, before eventually stepping out of his office to ask Kukurucho a very important question.
Hey boss, is there a bathroom around here, like, or should I do it in the fountain?
No sé.
Once the coast felt clear, Selbit began snooping around in Kukurucho.
Caralho, o chefe não sabe se tem banheiro no escritório.
Do it in the fountain.
No sé.
Once the coast felt clear, Selbit began snooping around in Kukurucho's office, finding a secret door and implementing the code he found during his inventory work. As he went down the hall, he made a grand discovery.
Ah, eu acho que eu sei. Aham. Essa é uma das poucas coisas que eu sabia.
Distraught and panicked, Selbit ran away to try and find someone to tell this to. He escaped to favela, attempting to ask Bad Boy Holler to talk in a subtle manner that flew over his head.
Can I use your bathroom? The fudge? No.
Seeing his son, Selbit quickly told him.
Porra! Porra, velho!
Bathroom? The fudge? No.
Seeing his son, Selbit quickly told him to give the book to Forever. Before his son could answer though, Selbit was taken away.
What?
You are now part of the Qsmp Census Bureau.
Yeah.
But this was not the end. Richarlison delivered the message to Forever, and a meeting in Ordo Theritas was called, explaining the situation. And when they decoded the meaning of the Crown of Thorns message, they found that Selbit left them full explanations atop the head of the Christ the Redeemer statue. Within the chest were a multitude of messages left for friends of Selbit, explaining the situation and that things must have gone wrong if this had to be given.
Eu fiz tudo isso pelo Richardson, eu fiz tudo isso pelo Phelps, eu fiz tudo isso pela Ordem, eu fiz tudo isso por vocês. E eu espero que tenha valido a pena. E se esses desgraçados da Federação cometerem o erro de me deixar vivo, eu vou voltar. Olhos sempre abertos, Forever.
This was Qsmp Info, your main source of
Nice. Pera. Ai, esse é o último. Ah, eu não consigo pausar! Para! O vídeo não para, cara! Que isso? Eu não mando mais no meu computador!
Welcome to Qsmp Info, where you will find news on the lives our guests lead during their stay on the island. This broadcast is brought to you by the
Parte final, hein,
Qsmp
chat?
Federation. My name is Cucurucho, and I will be your host today. We've got much to cover since the guests arrived, so let's get started.
Será que tá muito atrás do atual? Porque, tipo, ao meu ver, parece que tá bem atrás.
Selbit had been taken by the Federation. Pac and Mike did not hesitate to find ways to break into the Federation's protected zones. Through the use of create machines, they learned they could destroy them, but the Federation threatened them if they were to do so. With the threat in mind, they met up with Bad Boy Hollow to attempt and get answers out of Cucurucho. Deciding to make a deal that if they can find Cucurucho in a game of hide and seek, he must give them some information regarding Selbit.
Like he gave me a book. Water freezes at 0 degrees Celsius, and a happy face.
That doesn't mean anything.
I hope you enjoy the island. Bad Boy Hollow noted that the initial Census Bureau survey placed all the questions in past tense, discussing further theories and ideas with members of the Order. Forever held a speech declaring war against the Federation due to the suffering it caused them all. Forever planned 2 attacks, one on the prison that Cucurucho had been constructing, and one on the Federation headquarters instead.
The plan is to blow up the prison of Cucurucho, the one that he did on the wall. We are going to make them suffer just like they have been doing to us since the beginning.
And so, Ordo Theory just destroyed the prison with the help of Pac and Mike.
There's a book over here, there's a book with something. We have to explode this shit. We have to explode it. Yeah, just go. Oh my god, what's fucking happening?
Cara, é muito maravilhoso tacar TNT em tudo, né? Eu acho que essa é a melhor parte de tudo.
On day 70, Quackity awoke with violence in his heart. He broke many rules, such as achieving more than 2 rows of hearts, attempting to go to the Nether, and slaying a Qsmp worker. Ensured that Royer received Selbit's goodbye letter, and informed him of the Ordo Theory's warpath. He tracked down Quackity, telling the whole story to him. But Quackity subtly communicated that he was being followed, and was quickly taken away by Cucurucho for interrogation on his earlier crimes. Forever and Bagheera were sure to follow and spy on them. A party was held celebrating Richarlison's birthday. Many celebrations were held.
One of Richarlison's father is not here. I'm going to play a song made by Selvit, so as we can remember.
Nossa, velho. Ai, cara, é que tipo, ia ser muito filha da puta. Mas se fosse a propaganda... Nossa! Não é, né?
Even so that he is not here right now.
Tomado... Caralho, cara!
Meanwhile, Maximus returns to Sophia and manages to reactivate her with the password Selbit left in the letters. Together with Bad Boy Hollow, Foolish, and Royer, they plan to install a self-destruct switch on Sophia.
Self-destruction activated. 3, 2, 1.
The group, excluding Bad Boy Hollow, proceeded to set up an antenna for Sophia to be able to locate the coordinates of the island. This was revealed to be Point Nemo, the place in the ocean farthest from any land. Sophia also analyzed the eggs, learning that they had no DNA and thus were likely to not be anything organic. Foolish was additionally confirmed to be 100% human, much to his dismay.
Quick analysis. 100% human DNA. Do you want me to analyze further?
I guess I'm a human.
The group, now including Bagheera, moved on to explore additional coordinates they had uncovered. They uncovered the remains of the crashed plane, including a black box. Bringing it to Sophia gave them information on the flight and an audio file from minutes prior to the crash.
There is an audio file from before the crash, playing now.
D'où vient cette tempête? C'est étrange, nous n'avions pas prévu d'orage sur le vol d'aujourd'hui. Il nous sera donc un peu plus difficile de nous rendre en France.
Attends, on a un contact sur radar.
Qu'est-ce que c'est?
Non, c'est pas mon cigare, mais un mec s'approche à grands pas.
Jaden returned again on day 71, and was promptly followed around by Cucurucho. They held a conversation together, where she was asked what she wanted.
What do you want? I just want to protect all the rest of the eggs. I want everyone else to know that they're safe. I want safety for everyone on the island.
Jaden received several tasks to complete, but first was invited to participate in a boat race together with Cucurucho.
3, 2, 1.
Corrida de
There we go!
barco.
Come on, Cucurucho! We got this! Someone's shooting arrows.
Boa, Richard! Vai, moleque! É do Brasil! É do Brasil, mano!
There, wait, I think we're off course, Cucurucho. I think we're off course.
Vai, molecão! Vai, Richardson! Vai, moleque! Acerta o pulo, Richard! Boa!
Porque parece que ele fica mais alto.
Acerta o pulo, Richard!
É o chapéu?
Boa!
While Jaden did not trust Cucurucho, she had nothing left to lose and chose to complete her given tasks. Forever, Fit, Pack, Mike, Bagheera, Foolish, and Debut teamed up in an attempt to begin the rescue of Selbit and Phelps, unsure of where to go and where to even begin. They prepared to gear up for the possible challenge and had planned to utilize the machine that destroyed the prison to break into the Federation building they were made aware of. They managed to break in using Foolish's wand of symmetry but find that the entire place has been moved to an unknown location. The team chose to split up and search the coordinates they were aware of. In the meantime, Selbit awakens in a strange room, finding Phelps in a room opposing him. Separated by glass and unable to break through, the two realize they must solve puzzles to try and free him. Through some effort, and much humorous stalling.
Me dá o pau.
Não, mentira.
O pau, Phelps. Fiz do pau. Me dá logo esse pau, Phelps.
Vou tacar o pau na água, peraí.
Não é possível, o pau não tá entalando. Aê, eu sabia que o pau ia entrar.
Não vai, o pau não entra, não tá indo não.
But finally, Phelps is freed and the two meet up close. Moving on to a strange room, the entrance vanishes from behind them. All they can do is sit down and watch. Not before Selbit managed to send their coordinates to everyone else through the computer though.
Bom, o Selbit mandou a coordenada.
Let's go! We have coordinates!
Selbit mandó unas coordenadas.
Wait, what? He's giving the coordinates. Stay here, Dapper. I gotta run.
In the meantime, while the two waited, they played tic-tac-toe with items in the chest. Entertainment was scarce. As the rescue team arrived at the coordinates, they deployed Carla to carve a path into the dungeon. The team swiftly descended like the heroes they were. Even Batman was present.
Okay, where is he? Selbit, do you hear me? I'm Batman.
Oh my god, this is so cool.
The rescue team located Selbit and Phelps, trapped in their room, and quickly began thinking how they could free them. But in the meantime, they must ensure that none of them fall to the swarms of enemies that descended upon them. But once again, with Foolish Genius' plan of using the wand of symmetry, they avoided solving any of the intended puzzles.
Wait, I can maybe use the wand.
Ué, não era o Batman?
Let's try.
Did that work?
Here we go.
I did it!
Nice.
Now free to escape, Selbit and Phelps hurried out with the rest of the team, narrowly avoiding death as more powerful enemies appeared, before quickly warping back to Favela. And when all was over, the team met up in the Ordo Theorides meeting room.
Guys, thank you so much for doing everything you guys did. I have no idea what happened the last couple of days. The last week, I pretended I was betraying everyone and I acted like an asshole. I'm so sorry, but that was the only way we could make Cucurucho believe in me. And it worked, I guess.
What the fuck, porra? Todo mundo viu a possessão demoníaca? Caralho, que susto!
The way we could make Cucurucho believe in me, and it worked, I guess. The last thing I remember is Cucurucho giving me a book saying that tomorrow was gonna be the day of the process where I would enter the Federation, and I don't remember anything
Caralho,
else.
a máquina cavou demais.
At least something went right because we got Phelps back, and that was our main mission number 1.
O Phelps usando só calça, velho. Que maravilhoso.
So, welcome back, Phelps.
Welcome back, sir. Welcome back.
One speech later, it was time to celebrate. A party was held at the top of the Nino building, but most importantly, Selbit reunited with Royer, and quickly proposed to him.
O quê? A gente vai se casar?
Calma lá,
Como?
calma lá.
Pera, o que é?
I don't have a ring in my finger.
Do you wanna get married?
Oh, if you want, yes.
Já que a gente vai casar, toma aqui a minha rosca.
Acepto! I accept!
But like we all know, this is just the beginning. And so, a series of quiet days continued after such adventurous events. Phelps' return was celebrated, Selbit informed more friends about the upcoming wedding, and Jaden and Detwille made light jokes about exploring the nether. The residents cleared up misunderstandings about their connections to the Federation, restoring the relationship between Jaden and Bagheera in the process. Unfortunately, there was one man who simply could not accept the news of not being the first to get married on the island. Quackity, in a bout of despeраcy, decided he would marry Detwille. Meanwhile, Selbit was attempting to play Cupid to get...
Cara, ele decidiu que ia casar. Foda-se.
Meanwhile, Selbit was attempting to play Cupid to get Quackity and Bad Boy Hollow together.
Ah, e mais importante, eu vou casar com o Royera. Royera. Quackity?
Let me explain to you what the problem with this marriage is. You are getting married in 2 weeks, and I wanted to be the first one to marry someone. Si yo no consigo pareja en 2 semanas, voy a detener tu boda.
Eu te ajudo a achar marido. Do you know how I was talking about forever to you the other day? Like how you...
How's he doing?
Yeah, no, he's great. Yeah, how you may be a couple and everything, and you'll say, no, yeah, we're like a couple of friends. We're like besties, hahaha, right?
Yeah, no, we're pretty good.
Yeah,
we're pretty good friends, I think.
So, what I'm thinking is maybe... there... Sorry, nothing. Yeah, sorry. I'll see you guys around. Okay, I just need to go to the bathroom real quick. Richardson, can you come with me to help me find the bathroom? I'll see you like in a couple minutes, okay?
Neither of these potential relationships came to fruition. The romantic plans were put on hold, however, as Quackity attempted to start an illegal business. He would sell netherite that was claimed from the body of a Federation worker he murdered. The idea was surely flawless. The other residents eventually decided that they would kill him for the netherite, prompting him to make a quick escape.
Les voy a vender nederita. Vengan conmigo. Miren
Cara,
lo
virou
que tengo en mi
traficante do
mano.
nada.
Quantas tem? How much? Quanto custa?
¿Quién da más?
I'll give you 2 cobblestone.
Selbit gets 2 cobblestone, goes for 1, goes for 2.
A blaze rod.
Gentleman who's giving the blaze rod,
Rather? Yeah.
5 diamonds.
5 diamantes. Se queda con el dinero, te queda 5 diamantes. 5 diamantes.
A proposta começou com 2 cobblestone, cara.
I offer
Killing Quackity.
Quackity.
What the fuck?
Oh.
Oh, and just taking the netherite. That's true.
He's out of here.
Me querían matar los culeros.
Maybe the business was not for him. This was Qsmp Info, your main source of information. Stay tuned for the next news.
Caralho, maravilhoso. Acabou. Agora eu consigo ver a animação.